We are here at TechCrunch, and thank you TechCrunch for hosting. And I've been able to wrangle and corral Krystel Ariel to talk about sales.
Hello, Larry.
So Krystel, you are an awesome salesperson. Can you give us maybe a snippet background on what you sold and how you got into it?
Absolutely. So I started out at a company called Baynote doing product recommendations, and now I'm with a company called Tea Leaf in customer experience management.
Cool, cool, cool. And what are a couple things that we as engineers or computer science majors or something technical can get involved in sales? Because everyone says get sales experience.
I think definitely one of the best tips I could give is to keep things simple. I've noticed a lot of people with a technical background tend to get very excited about the technical aspects of what they're talking about, what they're presenting. But what you'll notice with salespeople is we're really good at simplifying what the solution is that we're talking about and really communicating that to people and dumbing it down easily.
What if we're immersed in programming or coding or developing? How do we still get some type of sales/promotions experience?
Well, as you see at Stanford, there's always those student alumni hotlines. You see students, anybody just trying to hit up alumni for donations. Sitting in on them, they're pros. They're awesome. And it's great to see it in real life examples. You go to any department store and there's a woman selling you perfume. Even watching just the way that people approach you and talk to you in those situations, very helpful.
I've also heard that similar tip where if we are a founder, if we sell our own stuff, there's a personal nature to it if there's a rejection to it, versus if we're just selling Stanford for fundraising or selling somebody else's product, we take that rejection a little bit less personally. But what are some other things that we as engineers can do to have that sales experience that you have?
To have the experience, honestly, my experience personally came from watching other salespeople do what they do. There's no magical formula to being a good salesperson. You have to be really good at listening to people, to anticipating their needs, to really understanding what the pain points are for people that you're talking to, and not necessarily going off the rails on all the crazy features. You've really got to listen, immediately identify the pain points, and then serve up in simple terms how you're going to fix those pain points.
Are salespeople born or made?
I think they're born, but I think you can make certain salespeople. There's certain people that may not be naturally good speakers or necessarily good at going after people, but I think that that's something that can be taught. But to be a great salesperson, you actually have to be born.
I would love to wrap with 1 or 2 book recommendations for sales.
Book recommendations?
Or blogs, or something that I can do after seeing this video. What should I do?
So there's a guy named Schiffman.
Stephen Schiffman?
Yes.
Yeah, I used him.
The pro.
Genius. I met him at NSA.
He's amazing. So he wrote the book on cold calling. And that has been the Bible. The Bible. Simple things like always ask questions. Don't be afraid of awkward silences. Things like that don't really come naturally to most people, especially when you're meeting a new person. Genius. One
more book recommendation outside of Stephen Schiffman's cold calling techniques.
Honestly, I don't think you can teach sales in books.
To
be I read this and I read that, and you'll see in airports all the time the Red Book of Selling. And honestly, it's about putting your own personal touch on things and really being a people person more than anything. I don't think you can learn that in a book.
Neat. So I totally appreciate your time and stopping in and talking about sales. And once again, I really appreciate TechCrunch for hosting us. So we're going to gather more things on what it is that they don't teach you in business school through these video series. Thank you.